you hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
I guess next time I'm gonna be taking on Vilverin. I will see you guys then.
What the hell is even that?
Adios, guys. Alright, guys, we are back in the game. And, as you all may know, I spotted an Oblivion gate. I mean, I didn't see it in last episode, but right after I cut the recording, I looked over and saw it, and, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to deal with that. Can't just leave a gate like that out in the open. You know? You know. We all know. Somebody's got to deal with it. I'm the only somebody that there is. Anymore. I'm the only somebody anymore. Imperial Watch Key. The Mage's Hood. Alright, what? Seriously. Poison's really working out. You gotta be kidding me. There's just like an infinite number of them. Is the reason that I'm doing it. Oh my goodness. No. No, I'm going in. I'm sorry. This gotta get closed. They're just gonna pour out infinitely. Dang. Oh, this is probably that one where I have to go up both of these, sort of. Let's get it done. Super fast if I can. I want to pick those up. Half of that. Stone God. Damage personality 1 point. No thanks. Alrighty. Uh-huh. Does it say very hard? It's probably the right way to put it. A 4 lockpick? No. Nope. Man. This was my problem in Fallout 3 and 4, is I would make a specific character, and it would be like, play a strength-based paladin, Brotherhood of Steel type character. And I would do all this stuff, and then I would, oh my goodness. But you know, I would play like a sniper, and I'd find a really cool machine gun, and then I'd go, now I want to play a machine gun person. Or I would play like a scientist whose whole thing was placing landmines, throwing grenades, explosives and technology build, what have you. Did you just heal yourself? Oh, and you came through the locked door. I bet. I know I picked up a bone. But these type of games, you make a build, and if you want to stay with your build, there's parts of the game that are available but disadvantageous to you. I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm talking nonsense. Maybe nobody's ever encountered this situation before, but like, if I'm doing a melee build in Fallout, for instance, and I come across a really strong, cool sniper rifle. Then I want to make that sniper build. And so I do, but then I'm not playing the build I had earlier. And yeah, he knows what he's doing. Somebody knows something they're doing. What is happening? Thought I was going to get paralyzed there for a second. But it's a very similar thing that I'm running into here, is lockpicking. It's available to me, but I'm not good at it. I haven't specialized in it or anything, and I don't have a ton of lockpicks. My next character is going to be good with lockpicks, which is great. But I want to wrap up things with this character first before moving on. Otherwise, I'll probably do the same thing with that character too. It's a vicious, horrible cycle where I end up with 50 characters that haven't done anything. Because my thing is, when I hop on and there's a character I haven't touched in 1200 years or whatever, I'm not going to remember what mission they're on, I'm not going to remember what items they have. I'm not going to look at all that, maybe. But, I don't know, I won't be in it like I used to be. It'll be almost unfamiliar. It's almost like it's somebody else's character and not my own. Maybe that's just all in my head. Ha! Hit your own dude. Perfect. Poison got him. Like, I'm gonna be a lock-picking person. I'm gonna have short swords and bows. I'm gonna be a poisoner. I'm gonna be using stealth. There's gonna be a lot of things that I'm just not doing with this character. And I'm looking forward to it. And I hope that I don't do something stupid and try to play that character now, when what I should be doing is finishing this character before moving on. That's all I'm getting at, guys. I think actually posting these on YouTube is helping me commit. Not that I haven't committed in the past. I've definitely beaten a ton of these games. I will tell you guys something a little bit shameful. I have never beaten Fallout 3, and I have never beaten Fallout 4. Fallout 3, I just kept trying to make new characters all the time. That's what happened. Fallout 4 came out while I was a single dad in college with too many credit hours, working a full-time job of 60-something hours a week, trying to pay for everything. And I just did not have time, guys. I gotta tell you. My days back then were the worst days of all time, I'm fairly sure. I had days where I would wake up from sleeping for 2 or 3 hours, take my kid and drop her off at preschool, come back home, eat something for half a second, drive off to campus, go to class for an hour. Oh boy. Oh no. Dang it. Start her up. But yeah, I would like go to campus, go to a class or two. I would sleep for maybe another hour or two in like a cubby on campus. I would drive back, pick my kid up from preschool. We'd get to spend 2 or 3 hours together. I was living with my aunt. God bless her. I was living with my aunt, and she would watch my daughter at night while I would go work the midnight shift. I was working at Amazon and I was working at FedEx different times, but the FedEx job was the graveyard shift, so it was real late at night, and I would work from, I think the schedule was officially like 7 o'clock to 3 in the morning or something. It was the worst. It was absolutely the worst. Because I do all that, and you can imagine how fun it is to work at FedEx. I wasn't a driver, I was a, I don't even know what you would call that. We'd get the packages and we would load them onto trucks, or we would get them all unloaded off of a truck and down a conveyor. But, yeah, I would do that, and then I would get home at like 4 in the morning, and I would go to sleep for like 2 hours, and then I would wake up and go drop her off at preschool and continue my day. Notice how I said I ate once. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I would snack. I'd bring snacks to like campus. But it was a real tough one. It was like, do I want to eat right now or do I want to sleep right now? Sometimes. Oh shit. No. Can very much avoid the baby spider paralysis. I get it as I say that. You have to die. You have to die. I'm no longer encumbered. Hell yeah. Ugh. Your electric does nothing to me. Should be blocking more. Yeah, that was the rough stuff, guys. I don't recommend it. I don't think that that's a healthy way to live. It messed me up quite a bit, health-wise, and just sucking at life. And I bring that up only because that is what I was doing when Fallout 4 came out. So, it's a little bit understandable that I didn't beat that game. I played a little bit of it on the weekends, but it was also time to hang out with my daughter, so it was very limited. And I think that's where I started my whole, oh, Jesus. Hibernate on the weekends policies. Okay. What are we doing here? Usually your Saturday count as my day of sleep. Try to sleep in as best I can. Used to be sleep in on Sundays as well, but now I'm a church goer. I need that more than I need sleep 100% of all my days. We're at an amazing church in Frisco, Texas. And I'll tell you, here's why we decided that this was the church, because when we first got here we were browsing, and I think church browsing is it can be good. It probably is prudent to find a good church, not just a church. But I think the stigma about church browsing is when someone tries to find a church that tells them everything they want to hear, that's not good. When I was church browsing, I was looking for the opposite, actually. Sounds dumb. But comes back to the question, how do you know it's God? Well, does he agree with everything that you already think? Then that's just you. Ow. So, keep that in mind. But I was looking specifically for a church that was going to be serious. I think there's a lot of churches out there that feel empty. They talk a big hype, but they don't do. And they don't want to get serious about some serious crap. It should be quite serious. Not that there can't be laughter and jokes and whatnot, but maybe I'm butchering what I'm trying to say. What I need from a church is for the church to call me out on crap. And we looked at a lot of places. We went to one that had like a fog machine and stuff. Ugh, so dumb. So dumb. But we eventually stumbled across a church, and the very first message that was being talked about, well, I say message, but we're at a church right now where they deep dive into books of the Bible. There's not a preacher that hops up there and says, here's my message. How do I use the Bible to convey the message that I really like? what we get instead is we go verse by verse. Sometimes only like 2 or 3 verses. And we dive so far in with so much context. And our preacher's really good about talking about different opinions from different Christians that have different thoughts. So he'll explain different points of view, and then he'll tell you what he believes, but he will be charitable in the other interpretations. So he doesn't like to argue about the things that don't matter. The things that do matter, he will vehemently fight for, which is Jesus is our Lord and Savior, the Trinity, things like that, things that should not be questioned. But he also died. Right now we're going into Revelations, and he's talking, is it literal? Is it metaphorical? Are these numbers that you see of like 44,000 or whatever, 144,000, 40 years, 40 days, is that literal, or is that not literal? Kind of thing. But the first time that we stumbled across this church, they were deep diving on something, and it was idols, false idols. And one of the things he said was, anything can be an idol. Family can be an idol. You can put family above God, and you shouldn't. Now, for all you out there listening who don't believe, that message sucks. That's the worst thing that someone could probably tell you. Why would he say that? Why would he actively tell you something that's going to make you run away? The reason is because he thinks it's real. He thinks it's true. That only scooted me. It didn't kill me. That's crazy. Okay. I'm very strong these days. Yeah, I'm cautious. But yeah. It's tough messaging, and he wasn't even remotely... I'm sure he was nervous about saying it, because bad reactions, but he was saying it because he felt obligated to tell the truth. The truth he's seen, the truth he knows, the truth I know. And I'm not telling you guys. I'm trying to convert everybody right now. I would love it if somehow that happened, but that's not my goal, so I'm telling you. I'm telling you because some days I go to church and I don't sleep no more. Some days. It's hard to have one of these kind of conversations while I'm in the middle of fighting for my life. And that I am. Restore health. Restore fatigue. Restore magic. Paralyze. Eat it, demon. Surely you're close to death. This has been spiel on this. I got a lot of reasons for why. That could be its own video one day. Keep all of you guys on it. I do believe it. I do believe it to be true. I was at 30%. It started climbing as I kept doing a bunch of digging. Once it reached that 51%, it's more likely, just slightly more likely that it's true. And then it started going crazy. Then my world got opened up quite a bit. If you guys 100% don't think it's possible to be true, I ask you, is that logical to rule every single thing out? I don't think it is. I think you should have skepticism. I wouldn't say that I'm 100% convinced. I would say that I'm 99.9% convinced, and with sufficient evidence, I can be persuaded away. I always leave room for skepticism. Always leave room for a little bit of open-mindedness, but it is 99.9% sure. I could be convinced. It would have to be some damning evidence. Damning evidence I haven't seen. Oh, buddy, that's so good. Am I carrying? Yes. I just implore you guys. Keep an open mind. Try to do just a bit of research. And I also think that when you form an opinion when you're very young, it's very hard to realize if you've been persuaded for bad reasons, or if your thinking has changed since then, and maybe some of the original points don't add up so much. That's still going great. I gotta also tell you guys, are they under this rock? What's happening? They're inside this rock. I can't help that.
Kin and Valken. Show me what you've got.
I know this is gonna sound super crazy too, guys, to some of you out there, but I am a very, very, very logical person. I had to be convinced logically.
What seems to be the problem?
You're stuck in a rock, for one.
Take your time.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
Don't talk. That's pretty. That's just talk. That's pretty. Don't try.
I had to be convinced logically.
Sure, that's great. That's not bad.
Emotionally.
Don't waste your. That's sure. Don't talk such.
It was a struggle.
I get. Don't.
I'm a software developer by day.
I get it. You're good.
All about the logic.
If you run into trouble, come find
And I was
me.
persuaded with facts and logic. keep my skepticism. Which is holding me back. It's probably not the correct thing to do to have skepticism. It's probably keeping me from greatness. If anybody wants to know the facts and logic that have pointed me this direction, let me know in the comments down below. I'm very happy to talk about this. And if you guys think how dumb it is that I say such things, also leave that comment down below. Be interesting to see that debate. And the comment section will be totally peaceful and there won't be animosity. Anyways, Oblivion gate closed. Stash some stuff. Wait, what? Yeah, that's kind of sad. The love letter's still there. A lot of Daedra cards. Well, what am I over encumbered by exactly? Oh, dumped. 2 ebony weapons. Yeah, okay. I was like, I shouldn't be near 500 pounds of carry weight. I forgot that I was going to stash the ebony because it looks better in houses. And oh, we are going to decorate these houses one day. Oh, yes, we are. Is it time to take a nap? Is it 3 a.m.? Of course it is. Okay. Alright, back to the tent. Take a little nappy nap. Maybe that guard will have found his way out of the rocks. Yes, sir. I'm sorry that I wasn't here to prevent all that. Hopefully cigarette burst is over now. Should do it for hunger. Oh no, I'm not running around with bubbles all day. Get that out of here. Alright. Yep. Hello there. Alright. Do need to take on Vilverin. I heard a rumor from a much younger version of myself that inside Vilverin is some kind of powerful item.
Who's there?
Something I can sell. Do I have attack canceling on? I do. Perfect. I know that I have a mod for that. I don't remember if I have it on this profile playthrough. And I do. Check out Modding Mondays if you want to know how to get your hands on that little mod there. I freaking love Oblivion. I do. I love it, I love it, I love it. Wish I could do my own custom spells. Enchantments. Alright, where's one? I'll stash both of those there. I'll be back for that in a second. I freaking love Oblivion. There's no game out there doing the same stuff. Not as well.
It's you. Hi.
Hello. All that stuff about having to set trolls on fire is a bunch of hoo. They don't like...
To arms! To arms!
Oh, you're annoyingly fast, aren't you?
Now you will know pain. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Imagine if this was Morrowind, though. Look at my stamina. Nothing. Sorry, fatigue. Nothing. I have nothing. Loading. Alright. For those of you that aren't in the know, Morrowind was way more complicated than this. It had hit chance, very similar to D&D or Baldur's Gate 3, but it kind of went off the assumption that you already knew that, and didn't really tell you it did that. It just kind of did it. So a lot of people that weren't familiar with the game weren't expecting that. Uncovered stuff. I mean, combat, very, very clinky, I would say. Probably. Definitely not good for a modern audience, but if you take a chance and actually play that game the way that it is, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. You play long enough. Graphics are total crap. Combat system doesn't make sense unless you know that hit chance is real, and that your stamina, the percentage of stamina that you have, affects your hit chance. So, Morrowind's a hell of a game. But, like if I'm out of stamina and I'm swinging, I'm gonna miss more. People that don't know that hop in the game and just start swinging like what I did, because they're used to Skyrim or Oblivion. Stamina's still there, but I wouldn't say stamina matters. In base Oblivion, certainly not. In Skyrim, prevents sprinting? Can still power attack. Doesn't matter. And in this remake, stamina is a little bit more important, but I wouldn't say that it's essential. You can still attack. You can't power attack, so there is that. Can't power attack. When you're blocking, you take stamina damage, and if it goes below 0, you get knocked back. Or if it hits 0, you get knocked back. So there is that element of all this. Where stamina matters, fatigue matters. But I think they've done it just about perfect. Because it matters, but it's not annoying. You do better if you have all your stamina, but you can still do without it. That's probably the sweet spot. You can still do, but you will do better with more stamina. And anybody
What's the matter?
trying to tell me
Tired?
you get your stamina down to nothing, max fatigue down to very little. There's some weird things that can happen with damage and all that other stuff. I hear you. I know. I'm aware of all that. But I'm saying, like, just regularly playing the game as intended, you're not going to encounter that. Alright. Those destroyed on use. I forget, these guys give you all your magicka back, I think. Glass and glass. I guess glass is fancy. Do I want to collect glass? Not as much as I like it. So no. What? Alrighty. Did you guys hear Grounded 2 is coming out? I freaking love Grounded. I've played a lot of Grounded. Me and my wife have played a lot of Grounded. Me and my buddy Mitch have played a lot of Grounded. Whew.
want? It's a fight you'll get.
When this, when I started making this channel, I was doing all the gameplay stuff. I asked my wife if she's okay with me recording us playing, because we have a couple of worlds. The first one,
Let's get this
base
over with.
one, where we played legit hardcore. Spent several hours on that thing.
Am I supposed to be
Done a lot
impressed?
of the whole map. Pretty much got near the end. I think
Take that.
we got to the point where we were fighting Inspector Schmechter. Any of you not familiar with
This
Grounded?
ends here.
It sounds stupid. But, yeah, we got to that point, and then we logged in. This was an online world, the one where you can share it so that it doesn't matter if I'm on, anybody can play. It was between me, my wife, my buddy Mitch, and my daughter hopped on from time to time, but she's a bit scared of those spiders, I think. We got really far on there. We were about to fight Inspector Schmechter, and then I hopped on, and we got a weird glitch where the world kind of reset. And it was during all of the updates, because that game got a ton of updates. And for whatever reason, all of the milk molars on the world respawned. But we kept all of our milk molar perks we had. All of the things that you need to blow up with bombs and all that, we're back. And I thought, well, this is actually kind of cool because we get to, you know, double up on our milk molars. We get to complete everything. I don't have to find every last milk molar, because we were close to finding all of them, but we definitely had not found every single milk molar at that point. I had, you know, seen some guides on where they all were. We were going to. We just hadn't gotten to that point yet. And we got a chance to regather every single one of them. So I did. I gathered every single milk molar that we had gotten up until that point. There were some very strange things about the labs were not reset, but all the things to get to labs were reset. It was some bizarre, weirdo world thing. And I went through and got everything, and then we made our way to Inspector Schmechter. We killed him. We started to advance to get to the point where we could grow big again. Had all the milk molars done, all the upgrades. And then we loaded in, and it reset us back to the point before I had gathered all that, before we had beaten Inspector Schmechter. And I'm telling you, when all of that stuff reset, I spent a good 8 hours hunting everything down and getting back to where we were, and then fighting Inspector Schmechter was a pain in the butt, and you can imagine the resources that we put into that fight. Putting the bridge across to get to there, and all that other stuff. It was a whole process. There's a lot going on. A lot of work. And when it all went away, I had to step away from Grounded for a bit because it bothered me a lot. We didn't delete the save or anything, it's still there, but it pissed me off quite a bit. And maybe a month or two later, I was like, I haven't played Grounded in a while. I hopped on Grounded, And we had the update where you could do custom settings. Alright. What's happening? Am I... Because I'm silenced, my staff doesn't work? Is that what's happening? 100%. Oh, that's... Yeah, but I hopped on and saw the custom settings, and I thought, man, this would be less headaches for me for sure. What is happening? Alright, I'm not messing with this. Yeah, hopped on, did some custom settings, hopped on grounded. We had it set to where it doesn't cost anything to build things anymore. But it's on woe mode. It's on woe mode. Doesn't cost anything to build anything. But we still have to get all of the perks in. Like, we have to go find stuff in order to learn how to make it. So you still have to do that much of it. And it just gave me a chance to start from the top, not miss any milk molars along the way, fight all the fights. It made it easier on my wife, which I'm sure she appreciates. We could build all the stuff we had before, but much easier. Didn't have to go around collecting a bunch of weed stems and grass planks and all that. For anyone not aware, that's a process. That's a lot. There's a lot going on with all that I just described. That also meant that I could build zip lines and stuff really, really stupid easy. I didn't have to carry a bunch of stuff up to some place that I've never been before. Astral Makers. So it is a lot easier, it's a lot faster, and I'm having a lot more fun with Grounded now that I'm doing that. But achievements are disabled, so I still have that same world, and I kind of want to get the achievements. Kind of want proof that we actually beat it. It's not the end of the world, though, and we're having fun. But she didn't want me to record us playing. Probably record me playing by myself, but at that point, would you guys be more interested in me playing with custom settings and it go by real fast, or do you guys really like grinding sessions where I ramble forever? I can do both. It's a lot better on the faster version, though. We're so close on that game, too. We're right on the edge of getting big. On both saves now. There's some cheese to it, though. With all of that, is you can repair your items very stupid easy, which is not usually the case in Grounded. But we also don't have to hoard a million items, which is what we did in the first playthrough. I have a cure disease here somewhere. 5 of those, and I guess I'm gonna get. I guess I'm getting all of these. I don't have a cure disease. Okay. Okay. Well, that's gonna hurt. Oh, it works. It's crazy. Attack canceling is such a phenomenal mod. Oh, man. Ten out of 10 mod. Hello there, water. Time to block is a bit strange with bow and arrows. He gets recoil when I do that. I shouldn't have put you. No, I'm a software developer myself. I know some coding, so I know exactly what happened. I'm almost certain I know exactly why it's doing that. And I bet it's super complicated and hard to try to change that behavior. I can't even imagine. There's probably nothing already existing in the game that tells you what type of attack you just blocked. So he would have to add scripts bog down attacks. You have to overhaul a lot of the game just to get that functionality there for a tiny, minute thing. It's probably not worth it. I don't really care that much. It's strange, but it's not like, ah, my game is ruined now. It's like, ah, very weird. Damn regenerating zombie. Having no magic regeneration is a hell of a disease, by the way. That's messing me up. It could go that way, but I think there's more to this I need to be exploring. Something was down this hallway. I'm sure of it. Oh. Oh. that hurts. I don't have a lot of soul gems to start with. I'm using them all for this. Oh my goodness. That left. Yeah. Oh. Resist shock. I will use that at my discretion. It is crazy to me a little bit, but I'm not overcome it though. Yep, I'm close. Are you kidding me? Was it glued on there? It's crazy. Oh. Appreciate the game. While attacking. Right. My wife wants to play a lot of Grounded lately, so we can finally beat this sucker 100% it, hopefully. It's a lot of gold cards that we don't have. We still have to beat the infected broodmother and get big. Freaking gold cards. I think we have everything else, though. There's one location on the map that we haven't discovered, but I think that's the World Plus location. What? What? What?
Yes! Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion! Is there something you need? Can I carry your weapon? Shine your boots? Backrub, perhaps? Golly, you're the best! I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship the ground.
He's a demon. He is, he's a demon. There you go. Or something. Freaking, I don't know if any of you have played not Magic Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game for Elder Scrolls. Freaking love the Adobe fan. Hello, Netherwitch. Yeah. When these guys summon something, you don't attack the thing they summoned. Attack their faces. Patent pending on that, by the way. It's my catchphrase, and we all know it. It does restore your magic. Well, a lot of stuff to sell, that's for sure. The enduring fan does not follow me into my tent. Gives me at least that privacy. That's an interesting characteristic. I wonder if it's because the tent is a mod and there's no scripts to follow. He follows me in my home, but at the same time that like has rooms and stuff. What would that do? It did. Get out of here. Can't repair. Yep. Is hero better or worse than champion? Because like a champion is good at combat from arenas. Hero is like Slayer of Hydras and stuff, right? So gut instinct is hero is better. But it could also be hero is one step under champion because you become a hero by wanting to fight the champion. Does that make sense? Terminology. I'm not talking in-game. I know in-game. I just don't know. I got the chamber key. Cool. Alright, screw it. Come on. Let's do this. I don't know. Terminology-wise, though, very up for interpretation. I guess. Yeah, I might get the carry weight mod installed for this profile just so I don't have to constantly do this. And I only have 2 lockpicks, so it won't even be that good. Probably not have a lot of lockpicks, but it'll save me a lot of time. Won't be doing this crap, so. Oops. It's cheating. There's no question about that, but is it worth it to save time? I kind of think yes. It would save me some good amount of time, and I think it would be a good thing, so. But this is already Friday's recording, so we will check that out on Monday, I guess. I have been in here forever. Surely the end is not. Surely Vilverin is not this lengthy of a. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have both of those back. I don't even want them actually. I don't even care. I have Daedra and Ebony and all that other stuff. Glass. Right. The Varla Stone. That's a big item right there. I think that's an item I can sell. Oh, it doesn't trigger a quest though. That's not the item. The item is like an ancient elven helmet. I'm still gonna try to sell the Varla Stone and see if that triggers the quest, but it's this thing. Oh. Oh, you're so screwed. There's no way he makes it out of here. Alien statue. He survived it. Adoring Fane is fleeing for their life.
Yes! Oh, great and mighty... Here? Right here? What about, say, over there? No? Right here? All right then. You're the grand champion. Whatever you say.
I appreciate it, kid. I'm trying to save your life. Okay. Oh. Sweet. That's worth it. Still have a little bit of it. Switch. You see why I left you behind and you didn't come with me? Now come.
Yes! Golly, you're the best!
I know. You have to make it. Okay. He did it. He did it. He's alive. Unless he ran away just then. Look at both of those that weigh nothing. That's valuable, guys. Might not seem like it's valuable. Oh, and I can turn in Necromancer's robes for the Radiant quest line for the Mages Guild. Get soul gems. That's a freaking game. I've already read this guy's books. undelivered letters and stuff. He has an inside guard in the Imperial City where he gets a fresh supply of dead bodies. He's the reason there's all these skeletons running around, and the guard helps him out. Paste guard, I think. I think it might be a named person too, but it could just be a random NPC guard. I don't know. It has been a while since I read that thing. I would like to read it, but I'm not going to do that right now because I've been recording for so long. This is done. It's time to get the heck out of here. That's crazy. We'll be here in a second. I'm sure of it. Dang, dang, dang. That was Vilverin. Sneaky little secret tunnel in the back and all. That is Earth. That is the North. The Auroras. Love it. Alright, well, I'm going to get to the Imperial City next time, guys, and I'll see you then. Whew, with my adoring fan and horse to boot. Good stuff. We have crap to sell. I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this series of me playing Oblivion Remastered. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying my time. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and if you thought it was good, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.